So, funny little quirk about this game is if you beat a level by cheating, save the game there, and then reload the game, doesn't count it anymore. Interesting to know. This should be...
The hour of judgment is close at hand as the orcish hordes stand ready to sweep across this domain like a pestilence and seize the capital of Lordaeron. Standing vigilant above the plains like the descending arm of Twilight itself is the violet citadel of Dalaran. The citadel, serving as sanctum and haven to the mages of Lordaeron, is the last barrier between the orcs and their subjugation of humanity. Manifested in the combined magical prowess of all mages within the Alliance, this place must fall for the Horde to conquer Lordaeron. Fortunately, Orgrim Doomhammer has saved his greatest weapon, ready to unleash it upon the unsuspecting Alliance at just this moment. Dragons.
They say that like it's just like, yep, this is happening, motherfucker. This is what you're waiting for. Anyway, this should be the last recording session, not that you can tell, because I think it's just this mission and then one other one. And what the hell, let's do this one properly. At least up to a point. You stay, and you stay, and you stay. Because they hate those guys. You stay too. They will target Death Knights. Like, I'm not even kidding. There's no point in punching through all these rocks. In fact, I'm not entirely sure what the point is of this passage at all. Because you get down here...
We're being attacked!
It's like 3 guys to kill, and then you find your actual base. From there is where you're supposed to actually set up shop. Yeah, right about here. I don't think there's even actually like a base to destroy here. I think it's just kind of an empty area. Staging area, I believe it's called. The mine should be, yep, there it is. But the mine is placed really annoyingly because you can't actually put a Great Hall in this corner. You have to put it out here, which is exposed.
We're being attacked!
Might be something over here. I don't think anything really worth getting into a fight over. So the big thing you want to do is you want to get your trolls going right quick. What are you waiting for? Get down here. Jesus. They have a hell of a sight line. That's one advantage to them, I guess. Right. So you, that's why I'm gonna trap there. Oh yeah, something else. You can't actually build on this dirt. You have to build on the grass. Which is... let me see if I can put it down here. Okay, well that's nice at least. Kill those. Wait, I don't even know what you're doing, man. They're terrible about getting trapped over here. Oh, he's still in the place. I don't know why. It's just like seriously, dude. Here, come here. You're just dumb, really. That's pretty much all I can say about it. Okay, for them. Battle cluster moves over there. So the big thing you want to do is you want to start setting up towers, watchtowers on the shore really quickly. Because while you do get dragons, and I am going to try and rush for those, yeah, they get something in return, which is a whole hell of a lot meaner and a much bigger problem. Good enough for maybe. Okay. No. Okay. Well. Start chopping then. So this little group here, they're pretty useless. Even if you blow this up, you can't build under it. So, yeah, not much point. There is some trees up there, though, so that's nice. Will he start chopping it off, or nope, gonna be finished before he's done chopping. Good. You work in there then. Alright. So you're gonna wait for this guy to finish and then start building farms over here. Over there? Now over here. Again, barricades. Not great barricades, you can still probably go in between there, but still. Hand it a half.
Work complete. We're being attacked.
Actually, no way. Okay. So that's there. Which is, you know, a little bit of an issue. The plus side, it does free up some resources. That's there. And we do know where the line is drawn in terms of barricades. Probably have them attack that too. If nothing else, we don't really have much need for the for the catapults this mission.
Work complete. We're being attacked.
Idiots.
Work complete.
Yes. Alright. So that's... Ooh.
We're being attacked.
Alrighty. Oh, they actually are bothering their parrot. Okay. Need more lumber. Boo, harassment. Probably not like that, though. It's interesting that you can't build the farms at night. There's not really any point to going over there and antagonizing them, because what you get is well more than enough to actually, you know, basically crush that base. But it's fun. And this guy chop lumber here. I'm gonna try and make a barricade of houses, sort of. At least try and funnel them. Actually, I probably shouldn't be doing that then. Yeah, go chop. Go help the other guy chop. Go kill that guy. Alrighty. So I'm in rare form today because, yeah, I've been dealing with some annoying stuff with the internet. Basically, the reason I haven't been uploading anything lately is because my internet has been dog shit, and actually trying to do anything with it actually makes it worse. So, needless to say, it's been a little bit hamstrung. Put that over there. Well, yeah. Put it over there. Because they got this. When we get over there, we're going to want to be able to chop all that down pretty seriously. Yeah, so it's been pretty cox. Literally, we use cox and it's cox, and I think I made that joke before on camera, but fuck it, it's a good joke. And so yeah, and the main reason, well, and yeah, so I'm kind of annoyed because I want to do something about it, and I was told basically, no, don't do something about it. We'll handle it, and I haven't been handled just yet because it's still crap. So gonna ask if it's been handled, and it has been handled since I tried earlier, then we'll try again. But if not, I'm going to take care of it myself. And that's about the best I can put it in terms of how much I can really say publicly and how much I want to say publicly. But it's annoying. It's annoying as shit. You know, in case you can tell. But while we're waiting, let's take a look at the map. So we got that one guy there, and that's pretty much unguarded. I think there's like a couple of guys over here. No, I guess not. Okay, but the main thing is just this huge base here, which is actually kind of easy to see on this screen. But yeah, guys all over it. That's their attack force. That's probably going to be coming for us in a few minutes. And something you'll notice is it's actually an interesting mix of arrow towers and cannonball towers, because they're actually expecting a lot of aerial attacks, because, well, we get dragons in this one. Stop chopping the same damn tree. I don't work any faster. the problem with doing this is it funnels them towards the shore, which does put them in range of nautical attacks. I don't think there are any nautical attacks, though. So probably not something I have to be concerned about.
Ready to work.
I don't even know if they're going to try and attack us, aside from, well, let me see. Ah, yes. This is what they have in opposition to dragons. These things. Basically, these guys fly over and they just toss lightning at you. And it is so annoying. It really is. Because it never stops. Just more lightning, more lightning, more lightning. And does area of effect damage too.
Ready to work.
We actually need to 2,000, okay. So yeah, it's certainly in your best interest to start putting up a line of these here as defense. But it is also expensive, and it kind of hamstrings most of your attempts to, you know, actually build other stuff besides that. What do you guys we got working gold? 3, okay. Do my usual 4 of each. The reason I do that, I'm not sure if I've said this, but the reason I do that is actually because that way if I need to, I can grab all of them in one big group.
Work complete.
Which I don't think I've ever actually needed to do, but that's a nice idea. Got the, yeah, he's gonna be indefensible.
Ready to work.
Okay, so we need 2,000 gold and 1,000 trees. And 200 oil,
Work
but
complete.
not much point anyway. I'm actually going to hold off until I can upgrade that, and then I'm going to do it. Because I haven't attacked yet. We have 2 minutes left. Pause it here, and we're going for half an hour, because I do want to try and make it the dragons semi-legit. No, so close. Come on. At least we got enough lumber. Boom, there we go. Alright. Probably in our best interest to have a blacksmith, but we don't really need one, technically speaking. But we are going to start needing some new guard towers. Lots of them. And preferably some kind of anti-air defense, but I don't think we actually can make that, except for the guard towers and axe throwers. They were kind of crap at it in the first place. How much we need? 550. Okay.
Work complete.
Yeah,
Work
good.
complete.
Okay, so now we need an ogre mound. Easily enough done. Easily enough done. I don't know. You can rush this game pretty hard if you're just trying to get to you're trying to get to something specific. Time's going again. Okay. So after this goes through, after we're done with these last 2 levels, I found out what I'm going to do as regards to Beyond the Dark Portal. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play for the first 3 levels myself, just off camera, to see if it actually is, more plot-based than what I thought. Or more as plot-based as I thought. Which is to say, more plot-based than this is, which is just, you have base, set up your base, wipe these guys out. Because, man, this game has that problem hard. But, okay, what else do we need? We don't need a Goblin Alchemist, do we? We might. Put that there. So, yeah, I'm gonna do that, and if it is there's plot to it, then I'll start over again and play through that. I'll play through that on camera. So everything after those first 2 levels will be basically a blind playthrough, and everything before that, well, I'll talk about it and all that. If it doesn't turn out to be like that, it's just more of this, then I'll just play it for myself and not really bother with the Let's Play. Because, to be honest, I'm a little bit tired of playing this, but hey, if it mixes it up enough, it'll be worth it. Because I do want to finish this. I don't really care about the quality of how I finish it, though. If that wasn't obvious enough by now. With the blatant cheating and everything. So, trying to set up like a nautical defense on this one is really annoying because you only have the 1 oil rig, which is really close to these guys, and they hate that, so they'll just send the turtles after you pretty quickly. Turtles? They'll just send the submarines after you. Leave the turtles. No. Okay. I've forgotten what the upgrade path is. Maybe it's a blacksmith? Might be a blacksmith. Which would at least make sense. Okay. I'll do that and get another one of these guys in more general building. We haven't been attacked by the griffins at all, which is really nice. Griffin. G-R-Y-P-H-O-P-H-O-N. I don't know why people are so insistent on being Griffin. G-R-I-F-F-O-N. This, like, why? I assume Family Guy had something to do with it, except I think even that's like that. But it's just like, why? Because Griffin looks really cool. You have this really cool assortment of letters here. You don't see that basically anywhere else in the English alphabet. And I think it's technically a Greek word, or Greek base. But you don't see anything else like that. It's such a cool word, because none of those letters should go together, but they do, and it makes a really cool noise. So spelling it like this feels like the hillbilly way of doing it, basically. It's just like, I don't know how to spell it, but I figured out how, I sounded it out. God damn. It's just, and people are so, okay, so you need a blacksmith. And people are so adamant about it, it's bizarre. Anyway, that was a bizarre little linguistic rant from me. I should really type that up one of those days, because it's one of those sentences that really only makes sense when typed. Hell, you ran out of resources, didn't you? Right. I cannot wait until I finish this and I can start on StarCraft, because StarCraft is so much better. So much more fun. For one thing, it's got Zerglings. Job faster, damn you. Thank you. They have not attacked us at all. I think us destroying that really kind of spooked them. I don't know.
Work complete.
It's bizarre. Anyway, so now we can create the Dragon Roost, which is one of the coolest friggin' buildings in this game. Because everything else, you know, it looks like, you know, it could be a pile of rocks, it could be an actual building with a pile of rocks behind it. This is one of the few that's like an actual proper building as well as this one. But the Dragon Roost, as you can tell from the icon, well, maybe not quite. But when we actually build up, you'll see what I mean. Place it there. There should be another little lumber. Well, that's the problem. You're managing yourselves terribly. I really don't want to micromanage these guys because there's not much point, but sometimes they're just dumb. Like, what else are you gonna do? Here we go, the first stage. So you notice there's pretty much just two things in this entire building, and that's these 2 stakes and an egg. Now some of you might be looking at that and looking at the icon and kind of putting 2 and 2 together. But let's finish here. You're going to see what exactly this building is. And the answer is, this building's a fucking dragon that's actually been tied down. That implies the Horde just, you know, we just captured a dragon, just tied it down, now it makes dragons for us. That's fucking awesome. Let's get some more guys in gold. Yeah, you go do it too, actually. I don't think we need to make any more of these important buildings here.
Ready to work.
Only thing about dragons is they take a long fucking time to train, which, yeah, it does make sense, if nothing else. Well, there's actually a few things about dragons that are kind of annoying. But we'll get into that when they actually start flying them around in about about a minute or so. You thought I was kidding about them taking long to train.
Work complete.
Nope. Alright, so now we've pretty much got a constant gold to flow. This is good. I should really think about that more. So much time in this game you spend just waiting for resources to accumulate. There we are. This is a dragon. Pretty small unit, but it's flying. It's one of the few flying attacking units in this game. Kinda slow. Kinda dumb. But can never go wrong with just having a fuck ton of dragons attacking, basically. And they do have one major downside in groups. I don't know if I'll get to that in this episode. But let's at least take a look at how they attack with this hapless and basically unable to defend itself tower. Against a flying unit anyway. If it's an arrow tower, it can shoot at it, but not a cannonball tower. A little bit silly considering, you know, dragon. Oh shit. There we go.
We're being attacked!
The thing is, these two are basically a perfect match for each other. They're doing equivalent damage and they have the exact same life. Again, bit of a failing in this game in that it's all of its units are just carbon copy of each other.
We're being attacked!
Food, right. There we go. There we go. They also don't heal. Nothing in this game heals, as far as I can tell. Which is pretty much a huge pain in the butt. Ooh. Ah, shit. Stop. There we go. So, might as well just say this now, because I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to be recording at the arm's gone off. But the thing about dragons is when you tell them to attack something, they tend to form up around it in a semicircle, or even a full circle. And because they attack in straight lines, the fireballs hit and then keep going for a bit, which is cool and does a lot of additional damage. But they'll get up close enough that a group of dragons that attacks a building is actually, like, he'd be posted up here, and he would have gotten hit with that. And this is actually a really common problem. It's just everything in the game that does it. The Griffin Riders do it too. And so a group of dragons attacking one unit or one building will almost always have at least one casualty. So having a full group of 9 dragons is often not worth it. You want to have 7 at best to minimize friendly fire. And even then, you want to position them really carefully and manually. Which is kind of a pain in the ass, because you got a flock of dragons. You think you just want to... Like, you kind of just want a flock of dragons to say, go, destroy! Destroy everything! But no. Just another one of those bizarre decisions in the game. It's just like, did nobody playtest this? Because it feels like something they really would have caught pretty early on. Yeah, these idiots. Well, they're idiots. Self-explanatory. You can build a lumber mill up here, but... And I think the only place you can build it is here, maybe? I'm not even sure about that. So yeah, dragons. Let's put a flock of them together and see what happens.
Work complete.
Should be the last farm we need, which is good. Could also make a second dragon roost. And train two at a time. Probably not worth it though. And these guys, just, yeah. Thankfully, once you actually do have a group of 7 dragons, there's not much else that can stand up to it. They can pick at them a lot.
Work complete.
But they can't... It's very rare you'll get into something that can actually kill, like, 7 dragons.
Work complete.
So as long as you have that going, and you have some nice reinforcements lined up, you should be good. What? Oh. Oh, I see what they're doing. Idiots. They really are. Cannot be stated enough. They are idiots. So, really common thing you want to do is actually, you get the dragons in and destroy the cannon towers. If you can, you want to create a shipyard with a juggernaut to attack the arrow towers. But you want to keep the dragons away from those normally, unless you get ones like these. These are just a pain in the ass. You can attack them from one direction, and only one of them will actually get hit. You usually die, but again, that's basically one guaranteed casualty, so it's kind of pointless. Yeah, so you can see already how they're kind of floating around, so if this guy attacked this building, he'd hit both of these guys. Why don't you come work over here, actually? No.
Work complete.
There we go. Morons. Pretty close to that one busting out. So let's set up a hidden little... Okay. as soon as we get the lumber for it, let's set up a hidden little thing over there to get more gold, because they will try and go for that once they exhaust their mine. Which shouldn't happen for a while, at least. I think once we get 5 dragons, probably be worth sending him over. Two of you are right there. How are Ooh, hello. Got our first Griffin Gator. Attack! Zoom. Okay. Amazing job.
Work complete.
I'm not even gonna bother fixing that. Okay. So they're all fully upgraded. That's good. Can I get him over there to build that Great Hall? Eh, what the hell, you just post up there. Yeah, so I'll send these guys out, they'll do a little rampage over here, and they'll probably all die after clearing out this arm of it. What's interesting is they actually have this base is kind of broken up into arms. This one's just kind of sort of a dockyard arm. There's some guys around, but there's not much to it. This one's much more military, and it's got farms and such. This one is definitely Griffin arm, just because that's there. Up here is the mage arm, which is worth taking out if you can. Might be able to hit it from that side, but it's the opposite side. So you want that gone, because those guys are assholes. You want the church gone just as badly, because same reason. Those guys are assholes. Get another one going. Attack! Yeah, don't send in dragons if you're not looking for a lot of damage, because they will just ravage everything, basically. These walls, gonna be dust.
We're being attacked!
Oh, hello. At the very least, it plays better than the, at the very least, the dragons play better than the Death Knights do, because their abilities are actually really useful, in being that they can fly and attack. But for the most part, you could probably still do what they're doing better and easier with just a lot of ogres. With Berserker backup, of course. But it does look cool. Because, you know, dragons. I would much rather they didn't ricochet like that, and they just hit that spot for like much, much harder. That would make them 10 times more useful if they didn't friendly fire themselves.
We're being attacked!
Moving targets? Man, just don't even bother. guys in the middle of the group, oh my god, they will just savage themselves trying to get rid of it.
We're being attacked!
A really, really good way to do it might have been actually to have it be so that there was ground damage and air damage, split up the two. And dragons are immune to air damage that wasn't targeting them directly. But I guess coding entirely two entirely different forms of damage might have been a bit too much for just one unit. Well, 2 units essentially. They also have that same annoying problem where they can't move so quickly after they fire. I don't know why that's even a thing, honestly. It's just annoying.
We're being attacked!
But yeah, dragons, they're marginally useful. Oh yeah, and they will spot gnomish submarines, so that's nice. Gnomish submarines, which also can't fight back, that's worth noting. So they're really good to turn against those. But for the most part, not really that worth it. I think that'll be the last one I actually create, because it's just... yeah. Remembering, when I did this myself, this took... like, just clearing out this entire base, even resupplying the dragons, like, with more dragons, it took like half an hour just to wipe out the entire base, because they work so slowly, too. It's really kind of just pitiful. Anyway, Turf War! Dominion of the Skies goes to the dragons! Big shit. In theory, anyway. One nice thing is if you actually attack them in a way that they attack their own units, they will probably do, yeah, see, this is taking a bit of damage. But for the most part, yeah. Oh, now they're gonna fly over and attack us. Okay. Well, that's nice of them. Yeah, so, dragons, that's about it. That's gonna be about this episode. And next episode, I believe, is the last one. This next episode, mission, one of those two. Shit, should have done that. Not for this episode, just for the series as a whole. Anyway, be right back.